Sound check. Think I'm good. Well, this part of the audio is also quiet. And the game is on the wrong screen. I am not prepared. There we go. This game has got me. Damn. Maybe I just love gambling. I can move diagonally adjacent in real life. Yeah. I still wait for the king. I don't know what that means. Have I even checked out what's upstairs in here? No. Oh, there's ass. Holy. Oh. Okay. I don't. Oh, that's what like the cool master key thing is for. Which you can buy for like $200 real dollars. Wait. You actually can? I didn't know that. Anyway. Where was I? Oh yeah, so I usually pause at like the development phase of the settlement. And only 2 endeavors because 2 people died, but I forgot who. Banyan and Kolkush. These need to be reassigned. But I haven't made new survivors yet because I gotta do that first. Let me just do that. Bag is still alive. Spurbusty is still alive. Have I reset everyone's injuries? I probably should do that. The kingdom death till kingdom not till I when hi hero. This game it's pretty good. Starting to see why some people pour dozens of hours into this. But there's a bunch of people dead. Okay, I have set out 1 hunt. But my back is still broken. That's me. Yeah, 3 movement. Wait. Why isn't... Oh yeah, destroyed back is checked. Okay. We love fun, we do. So true. You're so real for that. I forgot what the like pick up whole deck button was. Q. Now I've been taking... Don't do that. Oh, wait, with left click you can just... No, never mind. It'll auto stack. I've been looking at Paperback stream and making notes. He's sorted stuff. That organ, yeah. He sorted stuff by like classes or classifications, or rather. I was like, hey, that's actually maybe a good idea. Maybe I should do that too. And that makes me realize I have a whole lot of bones. Whiskers are an organ? I'm just realizing what a schizo lineup this is. Anyway. Yeah, I should... but then I can't really, like, do the cool thing where I hover all of them over the like, resources and, like, just update it that way. Oh well, we have 2 endeavors. There's... We don't have Forbidden Dance. There's no such thing as like a bone, like, armor set. Surely, no. I was about to say like weapon crafter, but kinda okay. I wanna innovate, and do I want to make a leather worker? I don't have that much hide. I do have a lot of... Okay, that's like pelt and hide and bone. How much pelt do I have? 1. That kind of sucks. What about the white lion armor? Ooh, a harp. Wait, what's... Am I allowed to look at what the harp does before making it? Because I do have golden whiskers and I do have bone. Computer, show me. What? What's it called? Whisker harp. I don't want to look at the game box. I want to look at the card. F to flip. On arrival, all survivors gain 1 survival. Action: Strum, roll 1d10 on a 6 plus result. Discard 1 mood currently in play. Moods haven't been an issue yet. But what if they do become one? Wait, have I updated the timeline yet? Yeah, nothing happened. Which means I need to fight like a level 2 white lion or a level 2 screaming antelope. Where I probably should like keep... Two. I've beaten both of those ones, right? Yeah. 5 people dead. That's no good. As far as I know, the lion and the antelope didn't have, like moods being an issue. So I'm just not gonna make that hard. Question is the... Okay, well, I'll innovate first. Spend 1 endeavor. And bone, organ, and hide. Sure, beast steak. 1 regular monster hide. Wait, skull. When you gain this, a survivor of your choice gains +1 insanity. I didn't read that. Have I been applying those? Well, you know what? We'll give paper bag like 1 insanity. Because I'm certain that I didn't like do the scolding thing. There we go. 1 bone. 1 hide. Can I just pick up the... To innovate. We grab 2 innovation cards. And choose 1 to keep. Hovel. Survival limit +1. Oh, both of those have survival. Oh. Ooh. The settlement accepts this nightmarish landscape as their home. Departing survivors gain +1 survival. That's pretty good. Symposium. When a survivor innovates, draw an additional 2 cards to choose from. I don't think Symposium would be good because I don't know which like innovations are good. I wouldn't know what to pick. We pick Hovel. Flip this over. Goes back in here. Wait. Shuffle that. Survival limit +1. 4. Nice. Departing survivors always gain +1 survival. And where are the Hovel innovations? Last time I found out that you can't search like Hovel to find all the Hovel consequences. Partnership. Nominate 2 survivors. They pair off and each gains the partner ability. For partnership once per lifetime. When you both arrive, gain survival up to the survival limit. Partners may only nominate each other for intimacy. When a partner dies, the remaining partner gains a random disorder and loses this ability. Damn. Well, we're now able to unlock Heartbreak. Family. Partners get +1 survival. Survivors nominated for intimacy may give themselves a surname if they do not have one. A nearby survivor inherits the surname of their parent, their weapon type, and half of their weapon proficiency levels. But that means you'll have to avoid incest. A severe consequence. A bed as like one of the last consequences. Rest, roll 1d10. Nightmares, gain insanity or 4+. You cannot endeavor this settlement phase. Skip the next hunt. You may remove one of the following. You will broken arm, broken hip, broken rib, or ruptured muscle. Huh? That's... like broken back isn't in there, so I don't care. I'm basically retired because this dude has a broken back and like that's permanent -2 speed, and you can only like use incredibly light weapons, which sucks. Leather worker 3. But what's the point of having a leather worker if you barely have any hide? We'll build a weapon craft because we have a lot of bone and barely hide. That one. One hide, one bone. Two bone. Three bone. Are shank bones actually special? They aren't, right? No, they are. They kinda are. Maybe... No, maybe it's better to get any gear at all. But then I still have like an endeavor left. Roll intimacy? No. Actually... I can feed myself and a random viewer love juice and instantly start intimacy. Holy. Oh wait, we have a new innovation. Hovel. Gain courage, gain surge, survival. Yep. Alright. I completely forgot that, like, accessories are also entirely made of bone, but do, like, sort of help towards armor. Sort of. I think these things, like, give you some defensive bonuses. Start of showdown, gain +2 speed and +2 strength tokens if insane and all gear in your gear has the bone keyword. That's... I mean, yeah, just... We archive the cloth for now, I guess. And then this character is gonna get, like, the bone earrings and a bunch of bone gear. But do we have a... It's like the screaming horns. Well, it is... Of course that's bone. Wait, shank bone and one regular bone. Monster bone and the shank bone. That's the price for this one. What are elder earring? On arrival, gain +2 survival. During the aftermath, gain +1 hunt XP. That's... Is that significant? I think that is. But it doesn't have the bone keyword though, so I'm not as interested. Maybe all the gear in this game is actually good and I've just been too focused on like town expansion. Speed powder. Screaming. Coat. Is this bone armor? No, it's fur. Spend your movement to full move forward in a straight line. If you move 4+ spaces and stop adjacent to a monster, it suffers knockback 1 and -1 toughness until the end of the round. But then you need like a weapon with 1 reach to hit it. Is there armor with the... Like, if all your gear has the bone keyword, yeah, okay, but like... These all have like the fur keyword. Also, where did the sound go? An error occurred. Please try again later. It happens. We'll try again now. Two bone or one skull. Perhaps the skull helm is, you know. 3 armor. When you suffer a severe head injury, the skull helm is destroyed. Archive that card. That's... Yeah, sure. I'll use the skull card for that. Well, that's cost effective. I don't have one eye of cat. I do have a bunch of large flat tooth. One pelt? Do I have pelt left? Yes, I do. Also, wait. What's a Mendy? Oh, wait. I did have a beast steak, but I used it earlier because I didn't know, like... Soluble? Boss is brave. While adjacent to you, insane survivors gain +1 speed. That's... Okay, that's a strange effect. Maybe I don't miss the beast steak that much. That has, like, multiple conditions. You need to be adjacent to you, you need to wear it, and you need to be insane and next to the boss. Huh. What is beast knuckle? Guitar, bone, bared. When you wound with this weapon, monster gains -1 toughness until the end of the attack. Ooh. That's also pretty accurate. Also, if I get the bone earrings, we get like two extra like strength tokens and more speed. So it's gonna hit like 4 times and -1 toughness. That's a good combo, I think. 1 pelt. And 1 large flat tooth. Okay, but this... Besides that, this guy, like, is still effectively naked. So does this have the bone keyword? Yeah, it has the bone keyword. So you can, like, trade your sword with someone else. Or just... I don't know, archive it? We can archive this for now. Now. Lance of Longinus. I wonder if that's like a ranged weapon. Head armor. Is there bone body armor somewhere? Right. Whip. Bone nuts. Nope. Oh, I have... Wait. I can make dried acanthus with 1 fresh acanthus. And this one, fresh acanthus just heals 1 hit location fully. And we can just turn it into this for free. When you depart, gain +2 survival. When you suffer a severe injury, ignore it and archive this card instead. Yeah, I think I would rather... ignore 1 severe injury rather than just heal some HP. Also, wait, why haven't I moved their stuff yet? Skip. I've completely forgot that. Does Bag still have that rock he liked? I didn't make a note of it. Also, have I not recorded this dagger proficiency? No, no. Oh wait, actually I chose it this time. He didn't have it last time. Okay, so is this shouldn't be the full bone gear grid. I feel like that's a bit too dangerous, but I don't think there's actually like bone armor anywhere. Had one organ, one legendary horn, 6 organs. Wait, why is that lance? Why is that lance so expensive? 9 strength. Okay, that explains it. Irreplaceable. 2 reach. Each showdown, the first time you wound, the monster gains a -1 toughness token. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty badass, I would say. Also, what fighting art did you get? Oh, okay, I did do the fighting art yet already. There was also one thing that I saw that required scrap. Also, just now noticing like, oh, these bosses each have like a boss weapon. Pelt and hide, pelt and hide, pelt and hide. White line gauntlets. Computer, show me. Fur and heavy. When you pounce, gain +1 accuracy for the next attack this turn. I don't think I have that unlocked as an ability yet. What do I do with the last endeavor? I think just roll augury or something. Oh, despite like building, despite the fact that I'm building like a funky. Wait, do you have waist armor? Waist armor? Okay, you all have waist armor. I do have a funky like bone set now, I guess. Also, that thing is a red affinity that it doesn't really use. Archive these. Maybe I do want to increase the survivor numbers. Thinking really hard who I'm gonna like pair with who. I should rename Ira. It feels weird to say like, oh yeah, I'm engaging intimacy between Ilya and Ira or something. Or wait, actually that doesn't work. You know what, Hiru? Welcome to the settlement. Oh wait, wrong letter. Okay, and then we use love juice and we roll on the intimacy table, and Hiru are make us proud. I forgot to open the page for it, but that's a 5. But we have protect the young, so we can actually roll twice and pick the better result. A 6. There we go. Computer, show me intimacy. 5 and 6. A new survivor is brought kicking and screaming into the world. The child's eyes are free of the ink that stained the founder's fetuses. The settlement gains +1 population. Nice. Population 9. And we'll spend 1 endeavor to pair Neo and Morty, I guess. I'm not sure how important like having a decent population is, but I don't want to encounter the problem that Paperback had. That's a 2, but we can reroll it. That's a 1. Female survivor perishes with her child during birth. The settlement is casting gloom. The male survivor mourns and gains a random disorder and +3 insanity. Did I say that was Morty? This is the second time this has happened to him. Is it like written like that? I don't know. Was he traumatized already? I had to like skip a hunt event. Well. Computer, show me a random disorder. He drew traumatized again. Whenever you end your act adjacent to a monster, you are knocked down, so he doesn't suffer it, right? Okay. Well, that was the other endeavor. I think no, wait, we can only innovate actually once every settlement phase. No, a white lying coat wouldn't be too bad, I think. Wait, does everyone have a helm by now? Colchis didn't. Okay, we need head and body protection. White fur and a great cat bone. We don't have that. Only hide and no pelt. And no white fur either. Well, rawhide headband, I guess. Is there any other, like, helm I could make? Well, I can make, like, another bone helm. Using the flat tooth and the bone, and one rawhide vest. That only costs 1 hide, actually. That's kind of crazy. What? Skull helm. +1 evasion. Ooh, wait. Actually, doesn't that fit in there perfectly? Wait, didn't you have one of those already? Did I grab that one? I think I did grab that one. Oh yeah, you can like, you can grab it from the board. I hope I haven't actually like done that before on accident. Oh wait, just give me the cloth. Oh wait, that doesn't work. Pop, 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 pop. Do I still want to make that skull helm? Maybe I just want to give you like the one evasion. Also, I should put it on there as a token, so I know that it's from the armor set. Toughness plus 1 evasion. I'll just put it like on the gear there. Also, yeah, I grabbed the skull from this guy. But do I still wanna... There's nothing with like a left facing... Oh wait, there is. No, No, but then that would mean that like these boots need to have like 2 weapons to the side. Rawhide gloves and a rawhide headband, but I only have like 1 hide left. Maybe I'll just use it to make like the rawhide gloves anyway. Oh, it exploded again. It hates being unable to serve me ads. Wait, I just deposited something to make the rawhide gloves. There. I mean, the part game plus 1 survival. One spiral horn and 1 scrap. And I'll archive those to make the helm so that guy gets 1 evasion. That guy being the dead Colchis. Scream! Non-death insane survivors gain +1 movement speed until the end of the round. All the other non-death survivors gain +1 insanity. Huh. Cool. Also, I think this is like Bag's rock that he has to carry, but I'm not sure if that's still active. I forgot which story event that is. Hi gamers, hi Peanut. We've tried to make our loyal viewer Morty engage in intimacy twice, and both times his his wife died in childbirth. I don't know if the game's trying to say something. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, hunt events. Actually, glossary. Paperbag has like a rock in his inventory that he had to carry around, and I forgot why. I'm not sure if he can like leave it at the settlement. I think he does. Hopefully it's temporary. It was like this rock, but upside down. Symbolism. Also, that was our last endeavor. Population dropped by 1 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, it's 7. Did I miss? No, wait. I'm also still alive, but my back's just broken. Well, Bag and Kolkas are doing well. It's time to put Ira and Hiru into battle, I think. Oh, you know what? This is gonna be Stinky Peanut. Congrats. Morty is, well, he's just traumatized and like knocked down if he's next to a monster or something, but this shall be. Wait, that's a settlement sheet. I didn't want that. Get out of here. What? That's the light. Rip Bunyan. And hello, Ira. Named for the first time, 1 survival. Congrats. Now we need to unassign survivor, unassign sheet. Welcome to the club. Let me just make a mess again. Yippee! Okay, +1 evasion token. You. Start of the showdown. Gain +2 speed and +2 strength. If insane, actually. Well, Bag's insane and has a bone dagger. Wait, actually, you know what? This is gonna be unassigned. Unassigned. This is gonna be a swap with this one. No, wait, actually, I need a male survivor for this. Where's Morty? Why did it make that noise? Wait, what's the cinematic camera again? I forgot how you can like go to the next one. You know, this guy... I was about to say, like, this guy looks like an orc. Are these for display only? Can I not, like, take them to the table? If that's the case, then how can you not, like, swap figures? Ooh, that's cool. Not what I was looking for, though. Oh, well. Oh wait, that's wrong sheet. That's Ira, and this is. It's no, Sparabus isn't alive. Gox, welcome to your new spot. You're gonna go over there. Ira's gonna go over there because we can't just send a lady out without chest armor, you know. Anyway. Oh wait, he's still assigned to this one. New survivor. And new sheet. Welcome, Morty. Whenever you end your act adjacent to a monster, you are knocked down. That just means attacks hit more easily. As long... No, wait. Does the lion... I think the lion grabs you if you're knocked down and, like, runs away. Which kind of sucks, but... Surely he'll, like... Morty will do well, right? Get it out of here. Reset injuries. Confirm. Yeah, okay, he's... Surely he'll do it, right? If he arrives at the function, like, still insane, still alive, then... Yeah? Then we'll be Gucci. And we don't have any, like, easy to make chest armor, right? No, we don't have belt. Oh. Oof. Hi, Colcus. I think we're gonna hunt a level 2 lion. The antelope ate too many people last time. It kind of sucked, if I'm being honest. And Morty had like his second child die in childbirth, so he's insane and like traumatized, but I'm not sure. I don't think there's many upsides. Well, except if he arrives insane, he gets like +2 speed and +2 strength, so he gets to attack twice extra per turn and is more likely to hit. And if he hits once, the monster gains -1 toughness until the end of the attack. So he's just gonna hit maybe 4 times in one go. And then hit like a bunch of trap cards. We have some circle and... Did I add the Catarium? Oh yeah, it's in there. Oh, it's a check... I completely missed that. There's just a checkbox for this one. Okay. After a special showdown, return to step 5. Heal these survivors and remove their tokens. They do not count as returning survivors. Resources and settlement phase. Settlement phase is over. Okay. Let me see. Switching back streams so much I forgot there's more normal monsters like antelopes and lions instead of just frog dogs that brap 24/7. I mean, it was weird looking at his stream and being like, oh, that's a monster with 14 toughness. My survivors would not be able to hit that. Well, I mean, his aren't either, so that's, yeah. Choose a quarry. Some monsters cannot be hunted and only appear as a result of story events. Like this is Nemesis encounter, skip hunt phase and move directly to the showdown. Decide the monster level. The higher the level, the more difficult the monster will be to hunt and defeat. Wait, you can just hunt the level 1 lion just over and over if you want? Oh. Does only a Nemesis like level up? Friend revealer, find your quarry. And cards identical and blah blah. Yeah, I don't see. Huh. First time in a hunt, the survivors move in an overwhelming darkness phase to trigger the event. Oh yeah, they don't trigger it multiple times. I don't... Huh. Event damage is just a non-lethal. Will not cause severe injuries. Alright. Okay. I think we're ready to hunt. Also, the music keeps exploding. I think get diminishing returns on constantly hunting level 1 monsters. I mean, you're probably right, but the difference isn't that big, I think. Like White Lion, for example. Which we might hunt, because I don't like my survivors being eaten. Oh, level 2 or higher gives 2 hunt XP. Okay, that's double the hunt experience. 1 weapon proficiency level plus rewards. Yeah, and you get 2 extra White Lion resources. Well, that's a must if you want to make the armor set. But look at where he's like behind the overwhelming darkness spot now. That's spooky. Also, +1 speed and 10 toughness. Yeah, that's... Elder Cat Teeth does make, like, the cool resource, though. I might just go for level 1 anyways. Yeah. Because we don't have that much armor and stuff anyway, and the main reward for our higher levels is like bonus hunt experience. But giving people experience doesn't matter if they don't have like the armor to survive. Yeah. Setup. Showdown. Level 1. Confirm. Don't blow everything up, please. Showdown, White Lion, level 1. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done this one. But you can let this... I forgot how to let it set the thing up for you. No, I don't want to... Showdown prologue? No, wait, that's the very first showdown. Oops. Wrong one. I like how it immediately like flipped the page to that one as well. No, but set up showdown 1. But I forgot. How do you? No, it's not clipboard. No. Computer. KDM sim setup hunt events. Where's the... Why is there no tutorial? There was a way to do it. It's like... Okay, I just gotta reset everyone's injuries. Confirm button is out of view. And you get 1 evasion from that set. And like the rawhide headband thing. And you get 1 evasion. And when you depart, you gain +1 survival. Oh, Ira isn't linked to this. Confirm. Yeah, and you also get like 1 evasion token. Do you need +1 movement now? I don't think you do. When you depart, gain +2 survival. Yippee. What was the thing again? Hunt reenact him. I know last time like someone in chat said like, oh, you can just do this, and I was like, oh, that's great. Oh. But I forgot what. Or how you do. Well, I didn't forget like the setting up the showdown board, but not the like thing before the hunt. Oh well. Computer, give me white lion hunt events. E was like the special card, right? Like the encountering. Nope. Flip around, get back on there, and now I have to shuffle the deck, and now... Wait, pick up the whole deck. One. I don't... Okay, wait. This game is confusing at times. And then line is here. Give me basic hunt events. It's somewhere on the board. Wait. Shuffle that. Yep. I think we're good. And then, so we have Ira, Bag. Ira isn't on the board for some reason. Just be there. Actually, Ira goes first. You're the event revealer now. Like if you do it fast enough, it can't track the whole like path. Ira reveals the hunt event. Marked territory. White Lion has marked this area. If any survivor has +3 understanding, they realize the area is covered in ammonia. If they have not innovated yet, the survivor settlement gains the ammonia innovation. That's a free innovation. Does anyone have 3 understanding? No. No free. Roll random hunt event. But it could have been so awesome. And it could be so cool. Red is the big numbers. That's 66. Hunt events. $66. Forbidden word. There is a great rush of air. A booming, inhuman voice declares a single word in an unknown language. For 1 instant, all the survivors understand. All non-deaf survivors gain +1 understanding and suffer 1 brain event damage. If they are insane, they also gain 1 random disorder. Okay, no one is deaf, so everyone gains 1 understanding and 1 brain event damage. This is like the brain injury box? Or is this just the insane box? No, wait. +1 understanding. Why am I checking 3? Am I crazy? I need to look at the rules again. You get the B innovation. The insane get a random disorder. You are... Ira's at 0. Spervis at 7. Morty at 6. And Bag at 3. That's 3 insane peoples. Also, hold on. If they are insane, they gain 1 random disorder. You carry the weight of the settlement on your shoulders. Everyone is counting on you to save them, and you rise to the challenge when you are if you are insane when you depart, gain +1 survival, +1 strength token. Well, that doesn't apply now, but that's pretty useful. I'm putting that back and shuffling. That was laggy. Hemophobia, the mere sight of blood makes you lightheaded, and a serious gore can knock you out during the showdown. Whenever a survivor, including you, gains a bleeding token, you are knocked down. Well, Morty's gonna spend a lot of time on the floor. Rageholic. Your rage boils out of control, causing you to see red at the slightest provocation. Whenever you suffer a severe injury, you also suffer the frenzy brain trauma. Also one brain event damage. Well, that can't cause them like actual damage, but they will lose like 1 insanity for it. Wait, does that mean he loses Rageholic because he loses? No, he was insane, and then like. Hi. Well, that's that could have been just, you know, the P innovation, but instead all that happened. Okay, bag. Good luck. Prowling lion. While the survivors stalk the white lion, the monster hunts something else. Move the white lion 1 space away from the survivors on the hunt board in pursuit of its prey. The white lion starts the showdown with ground fighting in play. Build the AI deck normally. Flops onto its side, waiting for the attacks to draw near. While ground fighting is in play, do not draw AI cards. When survivor spends an action in the zone of death, before resolving the action, the monster performs a basic action with +2 speed and +1 damage, targeting the survivor. When the white lion is wounded, discard ground fighting. Nice! So he just lays there and we get to like, kill him. Well, get a free wound in at least. Spurbus, good luck at the basic hunt event. I'm not sure if there should be like a hunt card under the boss. Remember, a 10 is a 0. That's 88. The sword and the statue again. A one-eyed statue, twice as tall as any man, sits before a great anvil with a hammer in each of its 6 hands transfixed on the sword and blah blah blah. They gain 1 courage if they roll. Add their hunt experience to the roll. I don't think anyone is gonna try, like. Yeah. Hi, Lure. I'm gonna. One day I'll get, like, the art right. Yeah, I mean. Someone might just get stabbed to death before the showdown, so no one's gonna, like, try this. Even in character, like, they wouldn't do this. Even if I know, if I know that it's a bad thing to do. Lion sculpture. A crudely arranged effigy stands before the survivors, decorated with small metal trinkets, human fingers, and stuffed with dried tall grass. Their quarry sculpture confounds the survivors. Survivors gaze at the arrangement, attempting to glean the substance of the White Lion's bizarre inhuman intelligence. Each survivor gains +1 understanding and +1 insanity. That's a nice hunt event. Just be built different and live. Damn. You're so right. Okay, wait. I completely forgot. 1 understanding and 1 insanity. Nice. 6 +1 understanding. This goes to 7 +1 understanding. This goes to 1 +1 understanding. And this goes to 3 +1 understanding. And then we arrive at the White Lion. So what does it say? It is flops onto its side, waiting for attacks to draw near. Okay, so it's not knocked down. Now the fun part begins. You start there. I think they should be kind of spread out because the lion will just likes to run forward and just crush people. So you should be there. Okay. You have +1 evasion. Morty, you are insane and get +2 strength and +2 speed tokens for the rest of the showdown, I believe. One, two, two. This is gonna go hard, hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna get knocked down right as he, like, hits the beast once, but it's gonna be impressive, okay? It's gonna be real cool. I don't know why I didn't connect this and... Well, you have +1 evasion. The rest of you look pretty weak, not gonna lie, but at least like Ira has a bunch of armor all over her body. That's a good thing, I believe. Non-deaf insane survivors gain +1 movement until the end of the round. Other survivors gain +1 insanity. So we can give, like, Morty 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, Morty can already do that, but we don't want to do that. We want to hit the dude first. I'm gonna steal Paperbag's idea and, like, use Endeavor tokens to keep track of who had their turn. Also, hi, Darmanamon. I hadn't said it already, did I? So I think it's wise if, like, Ira goes first. She uses her, like, movement and main action to draw the catgut bow. I mean, the monster does not draw AI cards and it's just waiting for us to step in. Also, do not draw AI cards also applies to turn 1. That's kind of crazy. Uh, 7+ to hit. Do I want to attack twice? You got it the first try? It's a miracle, to be honest. I'll just do one roll with +2 accuracy. So a 5 or higher hit. That's a 7. That hits. Now it has +3 to wound. This dude has 8 toughness. Where's my cool red dice? So a 5 or higher wounds. 2 50/50s. That's a 7, right? That counts. So that hits. Well, that's 1 AI card on the wound stack. Wait, I'm doing it wrong. Wait. You go back there. First, we draw a hit location to wound. I forgot I need to do that first. It's not a critical wound. There's no reaction, so we just hit this. Okay, we're fine. It's not like a trap card. Put this on the wound stack, and then discard ground fighting. I mean, where do I put discarded moves? I'll just archive it. Okay, so now the lion will take turns again. I wish I could like. Oh, Morty! You have because of those innovations, you have like surge and encourage. So he can attack twice before like being traumatized knocks him down, which will happen. But then he's not a threat anymore, so the lion might not even target him. Okay. We have +2 speed, so the beast knuckle hits 4 times. Just goes into the regular discard. It can draw. It can draw it again. Hold on. Okay, that's actually important. Also, those dice did count as a throw. Also, high paperback. That's great, because that's a big debuff. Also, that's 6 or higher hits. That's 3 hits. Damn it! Clever ploy. Trap. The attacker is caught in the white lion's ruse and is savagely mauled. The attacker is doomed. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. Doomed. You may not resolve. Spend survival until this card is resolved. Cancels all hits and ends their attack. A knockdown monster will stand. For all hit location cards, including the trap card. Okay, that sucks. Basic action. Yeah, and the basic action is basically move and attack target. We had 2 or higher hits. This is a perverted email. What do you mean? Well, that's 2 hits. It's kind of bad because Morty doesn't really have any armor going on. 1 body and 1 leg hit, but it's 1 damage. It's fine. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. Cancel all the attacker's hits and ends their attack. But all emotes are perfect emotes if you don't think about it. Okay, I thought you were gonna say really think about it. I'm gonna spend more these Surge because like right after turn 1 he's going to be useless. Like this dude has no defense, but he does have like the funny bone earring so he can attack like a bunch of times with the knuckles. And as long as he doesn't draw a trap card. Okay, 2 hits. As long as he doesn't draw a trap card, it's a cool strat. Which one first? Beast's Temple, I guess? I'm not sure if I don't think taking damage interrupts your attack. Also, we have plus 6 strength, so I think a 2 or higher hits. That's a 4, that hits. Let me double check. 8 toughness, okay, yeah. 4 plus 6, that hits. So it's no failure. This goes on the discard pile, and we grab 1 AI card onto the wound pile. And then his toughness is reduced by 1 until the end of the attack because of the beast knuckles. So we have... He has... Yeah, okay, only a 1 fails, basically. 7. Okay, that's a second hit. And no failure. Okay, that was Morty's, like, time to shine. He spent his 1 survival and used all the power of the bone earrings. Next basic attack, he's going to get a heart attack. Also, he's knocked down because he's traumatized. He, he performed intimacy. Then his wife and wait, now that I think about it, wait, his wife and child died. By the way, it's the second time that happened. But that means that we get 2 basic resources. I should have done this during the settlement phase. Oops. Anyway. That's Morty's turn. It was nice knowing him. Now, Sparbus. Do I want to look at the top 2 AI cards in the deck? Maybe I will. Beat the monster's face in and then realized he was and went immediately in the fetal position. I mean, yeah. He's traumatized. Actually, he got traumatized twice, and I wasn't sure if, like, the second one would override the first one, or, like, stack, or I had to redraw a card. This one also isn't nice. Survive, including you, gains a bleeding token. You are knocked down. So if he ends his turn next to the monster, he's knocked down. And if he sees someone gain a bleeding token, he's knocked down. Yeah, paperback. Go get him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I think I got your starting position wrong. That should have been 5 tiles. Oh well. See, you just stab him 3 times with the knife. Seven. That's 1 crit, so you gain 1 survival. That knife crits like crazy. Wait, is 4 the survival limit now? Or is it 3? I forgot. It's 4, yes. and 9. That's 2 hits. Hit location 1. Hit location 2. Ah, clever ploy. You got pranked. Form basic action, and you cannot dodge it. 2 attack rolls against paperback. 2 or higher hits. Well, that's only 1 hit. That's not too bad. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Leg. But you have armor there. You're fine. Well, that was... And I think Spurbus uses the headband ability thing. Also, what is this actually? I didn't even look at what... Down, find money, find remains. I kind of want to roll on this table. Practically speaking, you should be able to just like harvest everything after the monster died. Oh yeah, recording resources and putting those resources back into the decks at the end of the settlement phase does matter. The resource decks are limited. Oh yeah, you can only have like 3 of one, right? I realized this at some point when I grabbed the bone axe off of one like board, and I was like, wait, where did Sparbus's bone axe go? Pretty sure you had one. Reveal the top 2 AI cards in any... Put them back in any order. Bloodthirsty Mood. When this comes into play, draw an AI card. When a survivor suffers damage for any reason, place 1 token on Bloodthirsty. At the end of the monster's turn, if Bloodthirsty has 3 tokens, remove all tokens and perform a basic action. Yeah, I think I want that later. Wait, who's this targeting actually? Closest threat. That's paper bag. Suffer brain damage. That's you can handle that easily actually. I'm just gonna make sure paper bag is the closest then. Yeah, that was the action, and I don't know, move over here just in case he has a silly reaction soon. Well, that was the last survivor. Lion turn. I wonder what he'll do. Oh! Closest threat, facing in range, or close threat in field of view. Wait, actually... Did I read it right? Actually... In hindsight, I'm making him walk over here. Whoa, he's not in field of view. It's no longer the closest threat facing. So, wait, what is the facing rule again? What was the shape? I need to check. Zone of death, common targeting terms. Is facing all spaces on the board that are in front of the miniature. In field of view, is always in field of view, unless blocked. I mean, is he facing back? I would say Bag is flanking him, so that means Ira or Sparabus is being targeted. And let's say I'm choosing Ira because... Wait, no, she has low insanity. Sparabus can handle the brain damage, right? Yeah, surely. You go over here. No, you trigger no attacks of opportunity. Speed of 2, 5 or higher to hit. Yeah, I'm starting to realize, like, I was like, man, the white line is kind of weak. But maybe I just watched back fight up level 3 Paria something that had 16 toughness or something, and now this looks easy. Well, that's 1 hit. And you take the brain damage afterwards. Good luck, Spurbus. No, wait, actually, wait. On a Thursday afternoon. How are you doing? I'm playing Darkest Dungeon D&D mode. Spurbus can handle the brain damage, right? I gotta ask him next time I see him in chat. Yeah, even with the +1 evasion, that's 1 hit. And it's a hit to the body, but we have 1 armor there. So that goes to 0, and we take 1 brain damage, but we have insanity to protect us, so that goes down to 6. And that was the monster's turn, and now it's our turn. And Morty gets back up. Because the monster ended its turn. Now, I think Paper Bag is just gonna hit him from the blind spot. Oh, yeah, wait, I gotta put these back in here. Oh, just the fact that it's possible to draw a, like, hit... No, wait, actually you always use the full hit location deck, so there's always, like, a trap card in there. It would have been so cool, though. No, wait. I take... Oh, wait. I'm not rolling to attack. Actually, I'm putting him back. I'm letting Morty attack first from the blind spot. Because he has hemophobia. He will be knocked down as soon as someone gets injured. So he's gonna take the Beast Knuckles. He has +2 speed. So it's 4 attacks. 6 +2 hit, but no, we don't have any bonus accuracy. Okay, yeah, that's 4 attacks. Go! What did I say was 6 or higher to hit? That's only 1 hit. That's rough. Draw a hit location card. Beast's Paw. Monster has 8 toughness, and we have +6 strength combined with the weapon and the token. So a 2 or higher hits. That's a 9. We hit. It's no critical wound, otherwise I would have gotten a free, like, Lion Claw. A monster loses 1 AI card because he got wounded, and that's like the one, like, spooky card that gives him, like, 3 attacks. Ooh, that's great, actually. Oh my god, Rawhide Headband's actually really powerful because you can just decide, you know what, next time I want to hurt this monster, Wow. I'm putting his, like, input on the discard pile. Alright, Morty has... Wait, a 6 +2 hit, but he's in the blind spot, so a 5 also actually hits. But I rerolled. Did I reroll these? Nah, I already missed it. Because one of these was a crit earlier. Otherwise, there would have been like 2 extra hits. But it might also have been like a trap card draw. So maybe it's better this way. Then Paper Bag steps in, attacks 3 times with the Bone Dagger. From the blind spot, so a 6 plus to hit. That's a 6, that hits. It's an 8, that hits. That's a 6, that hits. That's 3 hits. No trap card, please. Ooh. Impervious hit locations cannot be wounded. A wound or critical wound will not remove the AI card or defeat the monster. Gain a shimmering mane. White lion resource. If the attacker is insane, the sheer frustration grants them power. Gains a strength token. I think I'll... Wait, is this frail? It's not. I think I'll go for the main first and hope I get like that permanent +1 strength. Wait, is it a token? No, a +1 strength token. Okay, +1 strength for the rest of the battle. That's 4. No crit. And no damage either. Nope. Well, guaranteed no damage. White line swats back, perform basic action targeting the attacker. Or failure full move in a forward line. Oh boy. We'll go for this one first. Fleshy gut. Roll to attack. A 7 or higher to wound. That's a 7. Okay. So no failure. We actually hit this one. AI card discarded. Beast is wounded. Music has stopped for some reason. Video pause. Continue watching? Yes. Actually start this one. Computer. Okay, last card. If we miss this one, the line full moves forward and all attacks now out of range get cancelled. Luckily we... Well, I was planning on attacking again, but... Movement 6. Awful. Alright. 7 or higher to hit. That's a 2. That's a failure. Gets all hits now out of range. Any survivors passed over suffer grab. Place the target knocked down in front of the monster. Attacker suffers 1 damage per monster level. Wait, the attacker? Oh, okay. Any survivors passed over now suffer grab, but that's just Sparbus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You fall over. And then I guess Bag uses his survival. No, wait, not your movement. Survival to encourage Sparbus. So Sparbus gets back up. What is the range? Oh, range is 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think she can barely hit that. Actually, probably not. In that case, since Ira can't attack from this far anyway, she's using the Screaming Horns and screams using her main action. All non-deaf insane survivors gain 1 movement speed until the end of the round. Well, Sparbus gains 1 movement until the end of the round. And what else? All other non-deaf survivors gain +1 insanity. Is there anyone not insane right now? Does this include herself? Does she gain 1 insanity? It says all other. I would think so. No, that's Ira's turn. That's Bag's turn. That's Morty's turn done. So only Spurbus is left. Yeah, it works as long as they ain't deaf. Okay. Yeah, it was like, I wonder if this implies like you activate the item to make it scream, or you like wear it as a helmet and then do that. Well, you have +1 movement, so might as well... Well, actually, you have +1 evasion here, so... Okay, Spurbus is standing there, gains +1 evasion, not +1 accuracy, because she's standing in the bush. Why are you so angry, Peanut? Attacks twice with the bone axe. 6+ to hit. That's 1/7. That's 1 hit. Oh, I forgot to put this back. The beast's back. Oh, it's gonna do it again. How much do... If critically wound, this affected. Apply to impervious hit locations. Well, we have +3 strength. The monster has 8 toughness, so we need a 5 or higher to hit. That's a crit! Once per attack, if you critically wound, cause 1 additional wound. So, that's 2 extra wounds. And, crit wound. Cancel the reaction on this card. White Lion gains -1 accuracy token. So back. Peanut has gone a bit nutty. You need to come out of his shell. I just freaking realized I can never be Luigi's best friend IRL. Man, you're gonna make me sad as well. Wait, how many are... Monster has like 3 health left. We lose the +1 movement token, but we have like +3 evasion on Spurbus now. Claw. Closest threat facing in range. Well, it's facing no one. Closest threat in field of view. Are you in field of view? Oh, action. If you are standing on a space occupied by taller grass, you can disappear into it. You lose priority target. If you are not a threat until you attack or move out of it. Closest threat in field of view. Yeah, it can see Spurbus. And then attacks him twice for 1 damage. Wait, a 2 or higher hits, but in that boost you have like +2 evasion in it. Is that right? Survives in space occupied by tall grass, gain +2 evasion. Yeah. And you have +2 evasion from the rawhide vest. So a 5 or higher to hit. That's a 4 and an 8. That's only 1 hit, but like 1 hit dodged. You don't have the survival to dodge either, so we need to roll a hit location. Leg, you don't have armor there. Light injury, no heavy injury, no bleeding token, so Morty is not knocked down. Did he end his turn next to the boss? I don't remember. Alright. I'm feeling way too comfortable with this fight so far. So now, I'm just gonna make Spurbus go here and like loot this. Roll 1d10 to scavenge. 6. 4 to 6. Find useful remains. Gain 1 random basic resource. Archive this terrain. Oh, if it had been 1 higher, we could have gotten like a bone sword or something. What was that? A scrap sword? Bone blade. Oh, wait, I've made one of those. Those are pretty damn cool. Archive the terrain. One basic resource. And to purposes inventory. Then I think it's Ira's turn. Reach 6, yeah. I think she makes that. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then one diagonal to hit the monster. So actually not. That means he needs to move like 1, which sucks. I don't want to do that. Wait, but she can scream so the others can get in range. Yeah, okay. Ira moves a bit closer. Ira uses her action to scream. Non-deaf insane survivors gain +1 movement till the end of the round. If not insane, they gain +1 insanity. No one is deaf, so everyone gets an effect. So now Ira is insane, actually. And Bag and Morty gain both +1 movement. I do like the satisfying like token noises. Hey. What? Why did it drop? Okay, you know what? I'll just remember. Morty, you first. Because you're gonna get knocked down as soon as you see blood. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. Well, actually, you make that. 4, 5, 6. Well. 4 attacks with the beast knuckles. A 6 or higher hits. Do we have any accuracy bonuses? We don't. So that's 6. That's it. Okay, the 5 misses, but we have 3 hits. And the monster has like -1 accuracy. 1, 2, 3 hits. No trap card. A blow to the soft belly. Yeah, sure. Monster has 8 toughness. We have +6 strength. So a 2 or higher hits. That's a 1. That misses. Okay. That's kind of sad. That could... Actually, that's fine. As long as these other 2 aren't failures. Strange... We'll hit the strange hand. Next. That's an 8. So that hits. That's not a crit though. But it wounds. AI card deck is flipped over. We shuffle the discarded stuff. And then the monster has like even less toughness. But like still only a 1 fails. So that's a crit. We don't have any bonus effects when critting, but critical wound. The trauma of the impact fractures the lion's shoulder. The white lion gains a -1 movement token. Why do I always hit these and not like the... Oh, you get like a bunch of cool resources now. -1 movement. Morty can't surge, so that was his turn. Now it's back turn. Yeah, the others don't gain insanity, they just gain movement. Sparrow's already had his turn by harvesting. Bag moves 6 spaces forwards. Well, that was his movement as well. And starts stabbing like crazy. No bonus accuracy or whatever. So only that 8 hits. We draw a hit location card. We haven't seen a, like, trap card in a while. I'm getting nervous. Just pick it up. Had to mute the cough. +1 strength. So a 7 or higher hits. That's a 6. So that's a failure. No consequences though. And do we? Actually, and we surge. We could also like dodge or dash, but that's for cowards. We're not gonna get like crit in the face, are we? Of course we won't. So we're gonna stab him again. That's 1 crit, so we get the, oh, we immediately get the survival back. I feel like the bone dagger is just recycling. Wait, hold on. You know about checking the log to confirm the dice rolls, right? I don't. Now I do. Also, I learned about like my mouse not being locked inside the full screen thing. Anyway, I need to draw the hit location first. Beast's ribs. Wound with the attack's +3 understanding. The sound of cracking ribs is encouraging and gives them +1 survival. Bag is a survival regaining machine. That's a 3. He doesn't wound. He dodged the consequence of like good things, I guess. Yeah, it's the lion's turn now. Ground fighting mood flops into its side, waiting for attacks to draw near. While ground fighting is in play, do not draw AI cards. When a survivor spends action in the zone of death, resolve its act, resolve this card, all that stuff. Wait, when a survivor spends their action in the zone of death, when it's wounded, discard this. So, Ira, you... Wait, did the mood say to like draw another card as well? Is in play, do not draw any AI cards. Cool. Okay. Ira, it's your turn. You use your movement and main action to fire the bow. Yeah, we'll I'm going for 1 roll with +2 accuracy. 5 or higher to hit. That's a, is that a 3? Now I'm eager to confirm. Okay, yeah, it is. That misses. That was Ira's turn. GG. Oh, ground fighting is in play. Do not draw AI cards. The survivor spends action in the zone of death before resolving the action. Once performs a basic action. +2 speed and +1 damage. Okay, so that's like 4 hits with 2 damage. That is kind of scary. But it doesn't draw AI cards at all, right? Yeah, it's basically just waiting for you to do something about it. So these guys just walk away and end their turns. Is there anything Ground fighting is really funny with ranged weapons because it can never hit you if you attack from range. Yeah, like if you have one survivor with a ranged weapon and 3 without, it's even sillier because you like the 3 will just wait. Like now he doesn't get a turn. I'll stink for the hydrate. Now the lion just doesn't get a turn, so I can basically like check even more resources. Can I harvest the grass? I may hop over it, place it on the opposing side. Yeah, okay, no. Well, it's the lion's turn. Lion does not draw cards because it's ground fighting. It's our turn again. And she fires the bow again. I think I'd rather have 2 30% chances than 1 50%, maybe? So that's what I'm going with. That's 1 8 and 1 9. That's 2 hits, actually. What the... I think it's scary that, like, I haven't drawn a trap card in so long. We'll just go for the beast's ear, I guess. That's kind of funny. We'll roll for that one first. It's so funny when you have no ranged weapons. I mean, yeah, it looks so weak though. Like, oh yeah, it flops on its back, does literally nothing, stuns itself until someone uses an action in melee range. Then it performs a basic action with +2 speed and +1 damage. But that's not like, oh yeah, a regular basic action has a speed of 2 and 1 damage. That's not just 2. That's as much as like, I was about to say like 4 basic actions, but you get the point. Like 4 attacks with 2 damage instead of 2 attacks with 1 damage. It goes exponential. It's pretty big. It's pretty significant. Anyway, Ira is shooting to hit the ear. +3 strength. The monster has 8 toughness. 5 or higher hits. That hits. Beast ears hit. And next roll is the beast's maw. Good luck, Ira. 5 or higher hits. That's a 2. That a failure. The monster roars triumphantly. Roll 1d10. On a 4+, that's a 1. On a 4+, the attacker suffers 1 brain damage per monster level and is knocked down. We're fine. Becomes orange. You're blue on my screen. I know. Speaking of, I bought oranges today. I'm gonna juice them. Because, my god. I like, juiced some, like, oranges myself some time ago. And I was like, what the heck? This is so much better than, like, the processed stuff. I don't want to sound elitist, but, like, suddenly I was like, regular orange juice tastes sour compared to fresh. Guess it's preservatives or something, but... you know what? Actually, Morty goes first, because if someone gets hit by a reaction, gets wounded, then he'll just die on the spot. And he's traumatized, so hopefully he'll just scare the guy off again. He has +2 speed, so Beast Knuckle attacks 4 times And we have +6 strength total. It's 4 attacks, 6 or higher hits. That's 1 crit and 3 fours. Damn. Well, that 1 critical hit, we need to roll toughness for. Any 2 or higher hits. That's a 3 that hits. So we wound. That's 1 AI card down. Has Bag wounded with the knife yet? I think he did. You know what? Just for good measure, we'll let Bag use the cool knife to finish him. He walks and walks up to stab him. He has 3 attacks. Does he have anything else? Whoa, wait. Did I forget about Rageaholic? Oh no, no one has gotten severe injury yet. We're fine. 3 attacks. Go. 5, 8, and a 1. The 8 hits. Draw a hit location card. Beast's elbow. The knife only has 1 strength though. We literally just got an orange press in the post today. Looking forward to using it. You better be. I just down in this watered down concentrated juice. That's probably why. Doesn't it cancel? Yeah, I mean it's the same with potato. Like, why would anyone ever... No, wait, tomatoes actually. Why would anyone ever transport like fresh tomatoes to make ketchup out of if you can just make like dried concentrated tomato and then re-add the water again later? Oh yeah, the moon's discarded, right? Oh yeah, like Ira. This one needs to go back up here actually. Ira hit him with a bow. So that should have cancelled it. But that does mean he still has 1 HP. Wait. Did I roll that? I'm conveniently gonna say that that was the toughness roll and I knew what I was doing. So that's a hit. So if you don't die, you get like 1 level of proficiency in there. I think that's like one of the things you need to do back at the settlement, but isn't it much better to like immediately check off the boxes of like weapon proficiency so you don't forget? So Bag had his turn. I think I'll make Paper Bag surge and attack again. What? No, not the movement. I think you are more likely... You may be more likely to hit than... Well, actually, it's 100% more likely that we'll hit and will deal the finishing blow before, you know, he draws that card again. Well, 7 high hits. That's 1/7. So we draw a hit location card. We aim for the tricep. +1 to hit. That's an 8. Is that an 8? Let's go. It is an 8. Yippee! Monster has no AI cards left. And now it's Burbus's turn. Let's see, Sparabus has a ton of evasion. Just put an asterisk next to the weapon proficiency and forget constantly about it still. Yeah, I mean, I was doing this settlement stuff, and then, like, while sorting out my items, I noticed this. And I was like, oh, I have not been reading those. And only at the start of this stream did I figure out, wait, you can just do the level 1 lion again. I thought that like every time you kill a monster it levels up. And that's like the main reason you want to keep finding new quarries or something. Anyway. Sparrow's moves in range. And attacks with the bone axe. Six or higher to hit, and that's a 6. Draw a hit location. Heal muscles. Where's the cool red dice? There you are. Nice. New precise strike. Your precise strike ruins the monster's training tendon. The white lion is knocked down. Persistent injury. Well, that doesn't really matter because it's dead. I never crit on like getting cool resources. It's always like, oh, give him like -1 accuracy and -1 movement. Well, actually, the -1 accuracy did make him miss once. So, yeah, level 1 line feels kinda easy when you actually like pick your gear grids or like just fill them up as much as possible. Yippee! Everyone gains 1 hunt XP. Well, hunt experience. Wait. Hunt XP and weapon proficiency. No strange disorders that ruin stuff right now. Oh, actually, Morty would be knocked down because he ended his turn next to the monster. Well, Sparbus gains the 2nd hunt experience, so he ages. Actually, I think you should do this back at the settlement. I'm going to forget. Anyway, there. White lion, what do we gain? 4 basic resources, 4 white lion resources. That's 4 basic resources. And white lion resources, please. There we go. Why? Who put the deck back like this? Huh? Huh? Can I, like, make them all the right side up, or is this like a thing I'm gonna have to do manually or something? Why does it do that? It sucks. Okay. I'm getting fast at this. EF left click. I don't know why it puts them back in like the wrong side up. I've only like deposited them in the box in the past. Just give me 1, 2, 3, 4. Good enough. Put that back in the box. Hunt finished. Now we go to... Wait, actually... Yeah, H. And we roll for Spurbus. Let's see if someone can, like, get something other than a fighting art for once. That's a 5 and a 7. That's a fighting art. Where? No, not that one. Oh, wait, and we gain Monster Bone as loot. Did we bring something else? No. Rhythm Chaser. On arrival, gain 1 evasion token. When you are knocked down, if you don't have an instrument in your gear grid, remove all your +1 evasion tokens. Rhythm Chaser cannot be used if there's any heavy gear in your grid. Okay. Wait. Where did it put the figures? So I'm gonna have these over here, actually. I'm slightly tidying up the table. Now I need to figure out how to get the figures back after you clear the point. Anyway, Spurbus got a random fighting art. What weapon do we give him? Actually, that depends on what we get out of these. That's a lot of hide. And a bunch of... Ooh, Shimmering Mane. Archive this to gain 2 basic hide resources. Wasn't there a cool thing that required Shimmering Mane? Yeah, Lion Headdress. What does that do? Accessory. You may wear this in addition to 1 armor at this hit. In addition to 1 armor at this hit location. Okay. I mean, yeah. A flammable item. Is there anything else that I really want to use Shimmering Mane for? Not really. I'm gonna give someone like 1 extra head armor. And it's gonna be the poor rawhide headband guy. Could make 2 rawhide headbands for that price. Yeah, but you can wear this in addition to the rawhide headband. Oh yeah, back. I forgot. What was the button to like set up this Hunt Showdown board? I forgot. I'm gonna make me and a viewer drinking love juice again. What if we give Paperback the White Lion set? He already has the helm and the boots. We're just 2 white furs short. And you have the settlement sheet? Why is it on the settlement sheet? Why is it not on the hunt phase board? Why is it? Yeah, I did it manually earlier. Oop. I mean, wait. Rawhide vest. I'm gonna archive this cloth just up here with the other. And probably just use 3 monster hides to create the rest of the rawhide set. And then we have like a armor set on Sperbus. Which is the vest, the pants, and the gloves. Is that a good idea? Ah, yeah, I still have some more hide left. Surely it'll be cool to have a full set of armor, right? Surely. From the game box. They look silly. Alright. Did I have the gloves already? Oh, 1 person already has the gloves, so I don't need to make those, but... Oh, but those are an IRA set. Let's see, what else was there? There was... Rawhide boots. Those are still all in the game box. When you depart, game +1 survival. I like how the pants just stand there menacingly. Well, that's a rawhide armor set. Lead armor, rawhide armor. Add 1 armor to all hit locations. Wait, if I reset injuries, is that gonna... Ooh, it does calculate like the set armor with it as well. Survival action, roll 1d10 on result of 6 plus gain +1 survival. Nice. Oh, that's... Ooh. That's cool. Okay, we have a full armor set. Like, Sperbus is unkillable now. Two armor in every single hit location feels like cheating. But maybe I'm just a bit low level. Anyway. Oh yeah, back. Do you know where the figures go if you right click clear showdown board? Why did the video paused? Still watching? Yes. Yes, I am. Computer. The shelf might be. Actually, earlier I tried to grab a figure off the shelf and got confused. Look, like you go here, you see like cool, like this one, and then you pick up and then. Oh, is it? No. Yeah, how do you get out of here? Oh, you just send to inventory and then you gotta put them like okay. Who's the most IRA coded? Actually, that is the helmet that IRA has right now. I guess that's Morty with like the dual weapons. You know what? This is just no. That's a rock, but that is like Sparabus coated. All right. Oh yeah, and there's the line. Ooh, you can just press setup on them. Okay. Now. Settlement phase. Setup, survivors return, heal returning survivors, remove tokens, do not remove gear. I mean, that if one evasion token stays, this doesn't necessarily stay if he's not insane next encounter. Well, you have an evasion token, but that stays. You could get a movement token. Is there a white line armor thing that has red facing upward? It doesn't. No, wait, this is the white line armor set, but it still doesn't. This could be used as bone, organ, or hide. Wait, let me reset injuries. Reset injuries. You are already like super armored. You get reset injuries because you have some light issues. Okay. Can I make the lion chest armor? White fur and one hide. Yeah, but we don't. You don't have anything like blue facing upward, but one white fur and one hide. And then we get what's that called? White lion coat from the game box. Two armor in the chest location. Reset injuries. Pounce. Spend your movement and action token to move 3 spaces in a straight line. Then, if you move 3 spaces, activate a melee weapon with +1 strength. So basically, leap on your target and gain +1 strength. Pretty good. Oh wait, I shouldn't have started crafting already. I did things out of order. Oops. I got a little excited. Gain endeavors. We get 4 endeavors because 4 people return. We updated their hunt experience. Update the timeline. Draw a settlement event card and resolve it. Trigger story. Settlement event on the timeline this year. Did I draw a settlement event card last time? Not sure if I did. Clinging mist. The settlement is hidden behind a thick green mist. Something about the way lantern light passes through it makes it seem alive. Roll 1d10. 5. Does the settlement have ammonia? No. As the mist grows thicker, its tendrils take on strange and horrific forms. The returning survivors make it back to the settlement, trembling and exhausted. Each one gains a random disorder. At least we dodged the -1 permanent lock, but Each returning survivor gains a random disorder. Immortal. You are immortal. You will live forever and cannot be killed while you are insane. And convert all damage dealt to your hit locations to brain damage. You are so busy reveling in your own glory that you cannot spend survival while insane. That kind of hides the like cool progress bar. Also, Bag, how do you keep track of all these like? Wait, this one is when departing, right? Yeah. Like I'm going to be forgetting stuff like that. This guy gets +1 evasion, but do you have heavy gear? You don't have heavy gear, but you do need an instrument in your grid. Fear of the dark. You cannot bear oppressive darkness any longer. You retire. If you gain this disorder during a hunt or showdown, you put on a brave face until you return to the settlement, vowing to never leave the Lantern Horde again. Well, Morty is retired. Is there... Well, no, actually. Yeah, you just forget it sometimes. Man, I wish I could put like there were like tokens for like this person has a departing effect. This person has a I don't know, an end of turn effect. This one has an on bleed effect. Anyway, Morty retires. They aren't dead, so we don't gain basic resources, but they retire. Coprolalia. You have a compulsive tic to form a sporadic muttering, cursing, whimpering, or screaming. All your gear is noisy. You're always a threat unless knocked down, even if an effect says otherwise. Post-traumatic stress. The last hunt was harrowing. All you can do is cower and relive the trauma. Only time can heal your wounds. Next settlement phase, you do not contribute or participate in any endeavors. Skip the next hunt to recover. Well. Well, that's 2 pretty good fighters. One retired. Graveyard. And, well, Bag. You're sitting this one out. Death count doesn't get updated. Also, Bag doesn't contribute an endeavor. Well, gain endeavors and then update the timeline. Well, I think you just don't contribute. Like, you can't do the endeavor yourself, I guess. But we do get one. Because first we gain endeavors for returning survivors, and then we update the timeline, and that triggered the settlement event. But the settlement event says like, oh yeah, if you like get returning survivors make it back but gain a random disorder. But that's after we gained endeavors. Returning survivors must go on another hunt immediately. Oh. Also, do we shuffle that back in? I'm not sure. Update the timeline. Nemesis encounter butcher level 1. Go to contents. Endeavor before the disorder. Also, that disorder specifically gets healed after skipping the event. After skipping the next. Ah, like that. Where the heck? Wait a second. Is that a? It should be a settlement event, right? Three story events. Yeah, it's under Screams, but I don't see Nemesis in here. Monsters. Hit locations. Monster resources. Indomitable. Terrain. Maybe I do need to look at the glossary. The settlement rules tell you about it? Maybe? Nemesis monster. Nemesis monsters show up at the outskirts of the settlement. They cannot be hunted. They will arrive during story events. So it's a story event? I mean, it mentions it's like marked as if it's something you gotta look at in the book, but summon phase, yeah, update timeline, but wait, under update timeline? Draw the top card in the settlement event deck to performance rules. Place a card back at settlement events may have new ways to spend endeavors and unique opportunities to craft and impart lasting restrictions and bonuses. Crafting recipes trigger timeline events. If the current lantern year has a Nemesis encounter story event on the timeline, follow the rules in that Nemesis monster in the Nemesis monster section of this chapter. Okay, but where are the Nemesis monster sections? 9. If there is a special showdown listed on the current lantern year in the settlement record sheet, the departing survivors immediately begin the showdown with the named monster. If there are multiple special showdowns on the timeline, do them order they are listed. Innovations, weapon masteries. Ah, here we are. Nemesis monster. If the current Lenten year has a Nemesis encounter on the timeline, departing survivors will face off with the Nemesis monster waiting for them at the outskirts of the settlement. Complete the settlement phase normally. Departing survivors must skip the hunt phase and consult the story event for the Nemesis monster to set up the showdown phase. Nemesis encounters are listed a few different ways on the timeline. Nemesis encounter. Select a Nemesis monster of your choice from the Nemesis monster list on the settlement record sheet. This is the monster you will be fighting. You must select a monster level you have not previously faced. Nemesis encounter level X. Select a Nemesis monster of your choice from the Nemesis monster list on the settlement record sheet. You must fight the specific monster level listed even if you had previously faced it. You must fight this specific monster. You must select a monster level you have not previously faced or monster level. This specific monster level X. Okay. Okay, but what does the settlement sheet say? Whoa. Nemesis monster. Nemesis encounter Butcher level 1. You must fight this specific monster. You must select the level. Okay, so Butcher level 1. Special showdown. Story events and innovations may lead to a special showdown with a monster. Special showdowns include this interrupt the settlement phase. After they conclude, regardless of victory or defeat, the settlement phase continues, returning to step 5. What the fuck? Those scenarios should never come up. Yeah, I haven't seen them either. Okay, so computer, show me Butcher. There once was a man who could not hide his fear. He wore a mask that transformed his cowardice into rage. In turn, the man transformed into a monster. All that remained was a devouring fury that stalked the night, collected fearful faces of others. He has a bunch of like things active. Nemesis encounter. Departing survivors do not have a hunt phase. Instead, select the Butcher's level. It should be level 1. One level greater than last encounter and set up the showdown accordingly. Okay, so just like last time, I'm just gonna probably do the settlement phase up to... Also, wait, I'm gonna put these back. All of them. And flip this. Okay, so we've updated the timeline. Now we know that like the Butcher is coming and he will be the special showdown here. Check for milestones. We already rolled for Spurbus and he gained like Rhythm Chaser, and Morty retired, and oh, this is rough. Well, develop time. Wait, don't I have like the weird harp? One bone, one golden whiskers. I think just one monster bone, one golden whiskers. You two get archived. And we'll put a harp in Spurbus's inventory. And now you have an instrument. And we have 4 endeavors. I realized that I was like kind of focused on expanding like the bonesmith and stuff, but it's most important to just innovate every time you can, I think. So we'll take... Well, this as a bone. Wait, actually, we don't have hide. So this will be the hide. This will be organ. And then this will be the bone. I mean, is perfect bone good? I haven't seen the perfect keyword being a requirement yet, so... And there we go. You've endeavored to innovate. And what do we get? Let's see. Did I shuffle? I did, right. These are two oval consequences. The parting survivors gain +1 survival. Survivors nominated for intimacy may give themselves a surname if they do not have one. A newborn inherits the surname of one parent, their weapon type, and half of their proficiency levels. I mean, just using an endeavor to heal one broken arm or broken rib. Like, Bag has a dismembered arm. That's a bit worse than, like... I feel like these injuries aren't that bad compared to most, you know? But this one gives survival limit +1. But this one gives you +1 survival. I think this one is better. That, like... Yeah, inheriting, like, experience in any way is good. Computer, show me family consequences. Survival to fitness, storytelling. Conviction principle, storytelling principle, consequence, I mean, paint consequence, symposium consequence, pictograph consequence, ammonia consequence, forbidden dance consequence, guidepost is not a consequence. That's just the principle. I don't know what the principles are doing here. Drums, education, paint, faith, society, family. Clan of death. The enduring strength of your clan passes through generations. All newborn survivors gain accuracy, strength, and evasion. That's pretty good. Wait, is that the only family consequence? Is that like the final upgrade? I mean, that is like a pretty big upgrade. Bad consequences? Yeah. Family consequences and language consequences are like... It sounds so drastic, it's great. Did I miss a family consequence? I don't think so. Okay. Parting survivors gain +1 survival. I mean, like, protect the young sounded good, but like, we've still had like a mother and child die during childbirth again. So that's the innovation done. I don't really have a lot of resources going on. This isn't a lot. do have some great cat bones, but no white fur. That's bad RNG. I think it was on here. Yeah, Morty got... Well, actually, tired. The dark. He saw his wife and child die in childbirth and got traumatized and +3 insanity. And then I made, like, he rolled for intimacy again the next Lantern year, and it happened again. Yeah, we're kind of very low on resources, so... You know what? Spurbusty and... Wait, is Spurbusty isn't... Why did I put them as dead? I think I put it on the wrong line. Who else was dead? Colchis was dead. I did put it on the wrong line. I'll put it on this side as well, so it's even more visible. Dead in labor because of Morty. Dead in labor because of Morty. Bag. I might have to ship you with Ira. You know what? And instead of rolling on the table, I'm also just using the love juice for it. Consume it. And then we roll on the intimacy table, and because we protect the young, we can roll twice. And I'm actually shipping you two because we can choose a surname, and it'll be funny. Intimacy. Now these are sex dice. 6 and a 4. A new survivor is brought into the world kicking and screaming. The child's eyes are free of the ink that stained the founders' faces. The settlement gains +1 population. And now, you get a surname. So you, I pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Channel. Named Channel. Viewer. Viewer underscore channel. New survivor inherits the surname of one parent, their weapon type, and half of their weapon proficiency levels. Rounded down. Well, that means that, like, they start with dagger proficiency, right? What if clopulation and they were all ponies instead of people, and they oh jeez. Computer, show me cartoon horses. Whoa. Show me the friendship is magic one. Not those. No, not those. Those aren't cute. Thanks, computer. Well, paper bag is sitting the next one out. And Morty has retired. So we need a new insane person to take up the role of being Bone Man. And having like almost no armor, but hitting like 4 times per turn. Look up cartoon horses on Google and BoJack Horseman shows up. Yeah. You gotta type in Technicolor horses. Otherwise the AI doesn't know which one you mean, you know? Get their own tubby wobby pony wife. Hey, yeah, who would do that? Me looking at like my Google Drive with like pictures of my old OC that I made, like they can never know about you. Anyway, we don't have a lion claw. No white fur for to like combine with the great cat bones. No pelt. Yeah, I think we gotta. Well, I was about to say, I think we gotta start like hunting level 2 enemies, but we have a nemesis encounter incoming. 3 bone and 1 hide. I don't have any hide left. Yeah, there's no one without like. Wait, rawhide pants is just the same as like the cloth armor. What a scam. Yeah, the gears are kind of unfairly divided, but we're just having a bunch of like, you know what? Since Bag isn't here to save him, wait, are survivors allowed to be sent out like the same lantern year they're born? Or wait, didn't it say something about like the wait, what? What's the perform button? I'm scared that this will like ruin my setup, but no active Stone Cloud campaign found. Oh, okay. Oh, that just rolls for you or something. Yeah, the pants have the set bonus printed on them. Back 1. Special shonens interrupt the settlement phase after they conclude with the... Departing survivors will face off with a nemesis monster waiting for them at the outskirts of the settlement. Oh, okay. So basically it's no long hunt and you don't get like... You don't update the timeline for that combat. I get it. Yeah, there are no laws against child labor, and a lantern year is a very nebulous amount of time. Yeah, very abstract amount, especially. Viewer underscore ch. We both know. I in my case, like I only have female viewers, like you know. Also, this is like keeping the ratios a bit more 50-50 before. For what's the guy gun called again with the mother bit? Unassigned sheet, unassigned survivor. Welcome, viewer. Resetting your injuries. Female unarmored. Wait, do you have chest armor? I mean, yeah, you do. But I've been decent. Well, actually, we have a gold power team now. That's kind of cool. But female unarmored should be this one because that's like the crazy bone person creature. Female fur. Sure. You're in the white lion outfit anyway. Male, wait, white lion and male white lion. Female fur viewer channel. Also, wait, Ira is now Ira_CH. Congrats. Oh, it automatically updates. Cool. But where's Erza? So then something else, you might end up doing a special showdown like once in the campaign. The regular Nemesis showdowns take up your hunt for the year. Okay, so the Nemesis showdown is just like you have to now fight this monster. It sounds weird, but they should put more effort in like especially the easy things, because there's this thing that also happens in like D&D a lot, where a player will ask the question like, wait, does that mean I still get this reaction? And then the rules are trying to say like, no, it doesn't impact your reaction or something. But they do that by just not mentioning it. Why is that? This is what are you doing in the inventory? Where's why is this called intimacy female? Okay. No disrespect. That's the video game, not me. And what's this creature gonna be called? Oh, we have Peanut. Oh yeah, and viewer gets dagger proficiency, because you got it inherited 0 dagger proficiency from his dad, but that does mean it's unlocked right away, I feel like, right? Normally they gain it at like hunt level 2, but wait, you know what? No. We'll call him Stinky now, and no, actually, he's Stinky Peanut now, and when he finds a lover, then they will be like the Peanut household or something. Now we reset injuries on here. Vroom. Hey, nice. But Peanut has 0 insanity going on, and we need to have insanity at the start for the bone earrings to work. Yeah, you're gaming right. Okay, good. Like when you crack open a peanut shell and there's like 4 of them in there. Yes, exactly. That's just him and his family. If you break like a peanut shell apart and there's 2, that's a man and wife, and you just ruined their house. And is there? You can't. There's no way to like rename the figure. She's just gonna be named Female Fur. Okay. I was just thinking, like, wait, why do I actually keep making female characters? And now I realized, like, yeah, because they die the most often after, like, someone rolling on the intimacy table. Mushroom. Not anymore. It will be soup. The point survivor game +1 survival. The point survivors game +1 survival. Gotta not remember to, like, I gotta remember to use those. You know what? I don't know. I'll put a token on these to remind me, like, don't forget that you get these. Wow. A sheet without disorders on it. The port, you can... While you are insane... When hit. Okay. I'll just use blue lanterns to indicate, like, oh yeah, this is, like, on departure. Oh, your gear is noisy, you are a threat. You don't have disorders yet. Okay. There's not much room in for you in a shell. I get it. Okay. I feel like the roughest part of settlement phases so far is, like, deciding what I spend endeavors on. I don't have a single hide left to, like, build the weapon crafter yet. But I do have, like, 3 endeavors left. Maybe there's, like, endeavor options that I'm forgetting. I already did innovate. Develop, you can craft gear. Can spend endeavors to innovate, build settlement locations, and perform unique activities in the settlement whenever a rule on innovation, settlement, location, or settlement is preceded by a... Yeah, it costs 1 endeavor to use them. To spend an endeavor, select a survivor to perform the endeavor. Reduce the settlement's total endeavors by 1 and follow the rules for the action the endeavor was spent on. Unless stated otherwise, any of the rules of effects apply only to the selected survivor. You can innovate and you can build. Okay. Then I think this should go to the butcher. Damn. Me pressing F12 like taking a Steam screenshot, but it just turns the UI off. Got him. Photocopied on stream. Gonna spread it commercially without permission. No. Hey, if anyone asks, I'm not doing any of those things. It's for legal reasons. That was a joke. Yeah. Peanut could use, like, a cloth to protect his waist, but a cloth isn't made of bone, so... Sorry, mate. It's not your style. I think I've updated things correctly, and we just have, like... The only thing we can spend endeavors on are, like, shared experience or... augury. Who has... Iris, that was Iris first time. Sperus is gonna endeavor and like give Hunt X. No wait, it's only he's only one ahead. So Sperus is gonna give Peanut Hunt experience. Might as well. 1 Hunt experience. Also, the G got dropped because all user interfaces are graphic now. Saying to me, there was a point in time where people said GUI instead of GUI. Dude, most people at my workplace say GUI. But they also call APIs apes. APIs. So, I don't know. Nominate a survivor that has 2 or more Hunt XP than yourself. They describe illuminating details of their desired death. If you're not deaf, gain 1 Hunt XP from their story. If they have a shattered jaw, instead gain 1 insanity. And 1 augury for viewer _ channel. Let's see, that's a 10. Seven. Gain +1 survival. Good job, viewer. But actually, you're gonna be at the survival limit, but who cares? It'll be cool. If APIs were called apes, that would be awesome. Dude, at my workplace, if they're talking about like, oh, new APs and AP endpoints, I'm like, the Bloons Tower Defense 6 music starts playing in my head. And this is Peanut doing some augury. 2. Lose 1 resource from the settlement. If you do, you gain 1 understanding. Sure, 1 broken lantern. Gone. And Peanut gains 1 understanding. Since Peanut isn't insane, the bone earrings aren't gonna get activated. So, might as well give him, like, some waist armor. Cover himself up. Sorry for breaking the lantern. It's okay. You gained +1 understanding for it. You became slightly smarter. Record. Record and archive resources. I don't think I have to update, like, these resources on paper because, you know, I have all the cards right here. But I'm assuming that the game might one day just freak out and put all the cards, like, back in the box or on the floor, and I'll just only have these papers to fall back on. Also, I should also put, like, just lantern tokens down for survival actions. Like, I saw Bag use Endeavor tokens as, like, turn tokens, and I was like, why am I not doing that? That looks smart. Though, in my D&D campaign, whenever I take notes on papers, there's other people that are like, oh, what, you're taking notes? We are based forgetters. Like, you're making notes like, oh, we did this last session. I have no clue. I haven't had pizza in 2 days. I want pizza. I ordered pizza last week for the first time in like a month. It was good. I usually just go with the pizza that has the name of like the place that makes it, you know? That's how you know it's probably good. Also, what's that? Yeah, remember that I said like it might be a good idea to like actually update this, because that might happen. Also, populate record gear. No? Does it work the other way around though? Okay, he's got the skull stuff and one cloth. Did that do anything? Yeah, okay, cool. Like if you draw a perfect bone or something and keep it, you record it at the end of the phase, so you might have a chance to draw that same perfect bone next year. Oh, okay, yeah, I haven't been doing that. Maybe I should. This entire time when it said like, oh, record and archive resources. I thought it was like that in order to like make space on the table for the showdown board. I'm like, what do you mean? There's plenty of space here. I'm sorry, you are going to cheater hell for deck manipulation. No, that's the thing. I had like a bunch of really good resources. I just like shot myself in the knee, and then you're telling me you're not allowed to bring a gun to the race, you fool. Anyway, I'm gonna... Okay, if you hover over like the gear grid and the like statue and the paper light up, it's good. Oh, and you can like populate gear grid, and then you have like armor sets per survivor. Ah, I see. Okay, end of the develop phase. I used the tokens. I got new innovations. I haven't triggered these yet, so everyone's gonna get like a bunch more survival, and this blue token means more survival. Yeah, I should start using red tokens as like on hit. All damage to hit all damage from your hit locations to brain damage. Okay. Getting hit is green. Bleeding is bad. I don't know. It's weird to it's hard to keep track of like the effects of disorders. Like there we go. This is kind of what my D&D sheet looks like as well. Okay. We're going to meet the nemesis. The butcher. You know, I'm saving here. I was like, oh, cool, new battle. This might like distract me for another 5 hours, and I might be in bed way too late. I got work tomorrow. I had work today. I had like 6 hours of meeting. I'm dying. They did give us like a bunch of like well, they're basically grilled cheese sandwiches, but they were good. They were fancy. So I'm now a happy worker. I'm a happy employee. Just please pay me enough for rent. What? In that corner. All right, game is set up for the next like showdown monster. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the butcher next time. This run I found out, oh, most of the White Lions hunt events are like, feel like they're a debuff for the lion rather than the survivors. Well, maybe it's just the the one that knocks the lion down and like creates a zone of death. That one mood play fighting or ground wrestling or something. That card's just insane to pull. Makes the game so easy. Fellas, we're gonna bother Colchis. Just say Golgus and give him a smile. Any smile emote will do. Misspell that fool's name. And I'll be back later today, and not today, no, well, not today. Later this week, and I should make myself draw more and try to play something other than KDM. This game is crack cocaine.